Yo, what's up, people? We is back. Another day on Keep It G News. And then we gotta talk about finesse 2 times. For the people that wondering why I've been mute on this situation, because I wanted to make sure the paperwork was real. You understand? I don't like jumping the gun, especially when dealing with paperwork, because a lot of times it serves repercussions involved. And in finesse 2 times case, you talking about his career might be on the line. You know, he's a street rapper, and the streets ain't rocking with rats. Supposedly. I guess that's what they say. From the visual of it and the things that I see on the streets nowadays, shit, I beg to differ. But that's the reason I stayed out of it, and I've been mute on it for so long for the people that have been wondering. But you know it ain't final until I speak on it, straight up. Because I've been in his shoes as a juvenile, and I'm going to get to that. But what y'all just watched in the beginning was the law in Memphis on getting juvenile paperwork. So there is ways you can get it. Y'all just read. One is if the juvenile was charged as an adult, and it depending on what type of charge it is. Aggravated assault, aggravated robbery, first degree murder. Those are charges that you can get juvenile paperwork on. Now in this case, in this situation, we talking about a co-defendant. Yeah. And what led me to believe that this paperwork was actually real was I went on the guy page, man. He posted a picture from paperwork, that exact same paperwork, 46 weeks ago. So he wasn't looking for clout. You understand? What's 40? That's almost a year. That was about 6 months. He been exposing this slowly, but one way or another, it got into 1090 Jake hands, and he brought it to the world. Salute to him. Y'all know how I feel about Coach Voss, but I ain't gonna talk about that this video. But for the people that's not caught up to date, you know, I gotta give y'all the story. So in this next clip, and if you heard it already, skip to where I'm ready to talk. But in this next clip, you gotta hear from Finesse 2 times mother and Finesse 2 times. I want y'all to pay close attention to what both these people said, because in this next clip, when I get back on and start rolling, we gonna dissect it.
Calling talking about my boy done snitched. Man, this crazy. How a motherfucker snitch and done laid down 15 motherfucking years of their life? Who snitched? Y'all better check that paperwork. Check his motherfucking paperwork. The fuck? Then I go on these motherfucking bloggers and look in the comments, and it's half of my motherfucking Facebook friends. Half of you motherfuckers on there. That man ain't never been no motherfucking snitch. The fuck is wrong with y'all, man? Social media a mess for real. Social media is a mess for real, man. This shit'll make you or break you. For real. Ain't snitched on nobody. Now time he went to jail. And he could have. He could have told on every motherfucker involved with everything. But that man laid down. He ain't say shit to nobody. He did his time like a motherfucking man. And laid down, he ain't tell on now motherfucker. And that nigga that's out there putting that shit out there, that's the nigga that snitched. The fuck they at my motherfucking house for? Looking for Ricky. Because that nigga snitched. He told it on Ricky. The fake paperwork, man. All that fake paperwork. Y'all better stop believing that motherfucking thing y'all see on this blue out, man. The blue one, the red, white, and blue one, all them motherfuckers. Real talk. Y'all better stop believing that shit. Then go in the comments and comment like you know what the fuck you talking about. The fuck? It pissed me off because my baby been gone all this motherfucking time, and then a motherfucker gonna come talking about he snitching. The fuck? That shit got me mad as a motherfucker. How the fuck he snitching? And a motherfucker went and laid down. Not in the county jail, the penitentiary, the Fed. Yeah. The Fed. ain't never did shit but stood on business. That's it. He ain't never snitched on now. Nah, fuck that. Then went all the way back and went and got a motherfucking picture from I don't even nowhere. You motherfuckers want to be finesse so bad. You motherfuckers want some clout so bad, man. So motherfucking bad. But let me keep on seeing. I'm gonna start addressing you. Period. And he don't even approve of that shit. He like, no, man. That's social media. Them folks gonna say what the fuck they wanna say. Yeah, but a motherfucker ruffling my motherfucking feathers. Talking about my son done snitched. That's one jacket you ain't gonna put on his back. Say what you wanna say about Ricky Hampton. Don't call him a snitch. That's what you can't do. That ain't gonna happen. Hell no. Hell no. All that. All that. All this lying on this app, man.
It's the nigga that they love to hate, man. It's the one and only, man. The one that they love to hate, man. Look, I'm gonna make this shit real short and simple, though. Because I got some shit going on. Finna hit the streets, right? So, look. If you ever been to a federal system, or if you know anybody that been to a federal system, a USP, a medium high, we got something called PSIs. They want 2 to 3 things. They want your PSI, they want your docket, and they want your transcripts from your current case. I just did 5 years and I ain't never been no PC. I done had paperwork parties. That's my first point. And your PSI, what your PSI do, to break it down to people who don't know, it's called a pre-sentencing report. Pre-sentencing investigation, one of them. And what the PSI tell is every charge you ever caught. Every charge you ever caught since you've been a juvenile. It tells if you have made a statement, if you cooperated on this specific case, or whatnot. Now, past it, because I ain't finna be breaking it down too much either. Because real street niggas, real gangsters, and time will tell, y'all will see, so many motherfuckers gonna keep on fucking with me. So many motherfuckers gonna, because they know, they the streets. Like real street niggas, real gangsters, real street niggas, real gangsters, they know what's going on. So I ain't gotta do too much explaining. Second, and I'm done after this, because I don't really entertain too much shit, y'all know that. Secondly, you cannot, that little shit I seen was, they said from 2008, y'all didn't do y'all homework. So you niggas ain't smart enough. You know why? So you niggas ain't smart enough. You can't go get no paperwork from when a nigga was a juvenile. Do you know how many niggas told on me as a juvenile that I can't go get the paperwork to prove it? I can't pay for it. I can't look it up. If it's a case, any case number, any case docket can be looked up. Go look it up. Go find it yourself. That's all I gotta say, man. You know what I'm saying? If it's true, go look it up. Go pay for it. Go read up on it, and then get back at me.
Now I'm gonna talk about finesse 2 times first. One of the things that stuck out to me glaringly was the fact he dodged the whole question. He never said he didn't snitch. He just said, yo, the paperwork, you can't get the paperwork. I'm a juvenile. That's a red flag to me. That is a red flag. If anybody ever bring paperwork out on me from when I was a juvenile and try to say I told, I'm going to deny it vehemently, loudly, boldly, proudly. And that's not what Finesse 2 times did. He spent it. You know what I mean? He spent the narrative. He ducked the question. That's what he did. But the mother, That's what you gotta pay attention to, y'all. A lot of things that she said was telltale signs. The fact that she spoke on at all was the most important factor. You understand? Now what she said was finesse ain't tell. She also said that she the one that took him to the police station, took him to the precinct. But what she left out, and what I'm going here to tell y'all today that it's a fact is, she said in that interview, he was a juvenile at the time. So one time when my man got killed, man, when I was 16 years old, man. I think I told this story before where people tried to blame me. I had to get interviewed by the police. My father was there the whole time. They gotta be. You can't interview a juvenile without the parent being present. I mean, they have done them, but every statement that this juvenile make, it can't be used in court because they got the evidence illegally. You understand? And we know with this situation, Finesse 2 times supposed to got locked up, then his man got locked up 3 days later. And what happened was in this situation, I think, and I can firmly believe that, I think his mother told him to tell. Finesse 2 times situation is similar to the situation we seen with Pop Hunter. Same exact situation where his mother took him down to the precinct and she told him to tell. Now, that's why she spoke out on it, y'all. Just think about it. All the things that Finesse 2 times has been through, he done had a rough ride since he been home, alone. You know what I'm saying? Shootouts at clubs, she ain't spoke on nothing. But she felt the need to speak on this paperwork because she the one that told him to do it. She told him to do it. So she knew exactly what this paperwork was about. She knew what people were saying because she told her son to tell. And it's hurting her. It's hurting her that she put her child in this situation, and that's why she chose to speak out, y'all. But I'm going to tell y'all this. This is what happens when you jump in the streets early. Just for the youth. You jump in the streets early. You think you know everything, but you really don't know. You think you're the man. You think you got it. But when you get put in that hot chair at a juvenile, I'm probably going to say 95% going to tell. Straight up. They're going to tell, yo, because they haven't been exposed to that level of pressure that them people is going to put on them. And then you got your parents in the back of you saying, man, look, you better do the right thing. Because no mother, like I said, my father was with me. This is a different story. But no mother wants to see their son go to prison for an extended amount of time. This was a serious charge. She could have got waved up and got prosecuted as an adult. But it stayed in juvenile court. I don't know what happened with it. I don't know if he went to jail or court probation. But that's not important in this situation. I just wanted to make this aware to y'all that the reason Finesse 2 times mother decided to speak on this situation is because she knew all about it, because she the one that put him in it. She told him to tell. And it's hurting her. It's hurting her. You can hear it in her voice. But like I say, y'all, when you jump in the streets early, you don't know the consequences. You're liable to get put in this situation. Like I said, about 95% of the time, they're going to fold. Especially when your mother's sitting in there with you. You understand? Now, I'm sure, well, I'm not sure, but Finesse 2 times probably came a long way from then. You know, this was probably his first charge, first time being in real trouble. He didn't know how to handle it. Now, do I think he'll tell now? Maybe. You know, because I believe that once a rat, always a rat. People just don't tell once. But it could be a situation that he learned from and he realized he ain't had to go that route and he'll never do it again. But I don't know. I don't listen to his music anyway. Straight up. So it's not going to affect me one way or another. But let me know how y'all feel about it in the comments. Like I say, this is Keep It G News. You know, your favorite blogger. And it ain't final until I speak on these type situations, because these other guys don't really know. They never been through it. And I know people probably be like, yo, this nigga always telling me he been through something. I really have. I got paperwork to back up everything I'm saying. Straight up. But let me know how y'all feel about it in the comments.
You be dreaming about your dreams. I be living out my nightmares. I be missing, I been bed. The other night she was right there. I be lurking with my bros. I be crying with my mom.